Possum.
Toot toot.
Toot toot, everybody!
Toot toot.
It's Big Howlin' Possum.
Boy, that mantle looks good tonight, doesn't it?
I have to say, the studio has a certain, for a damned void that sucks all into it. It looks really warm in here tonight for some reason.
It's got some warmth.
There's something nice about the tone that maybe I don't know. Viewers at home might be watching on a crappy screen. They might not get it. They might not have the newest, highest def screen to get this nice HD quality. But there's a certain analog warmth about our presentation tonight.
You sound like such a dork.
Yeah.
Analog warmth. Oh my God.
Hometown Markup subscribing at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 5 months. That, I think, is our first 5-month subscription notification that
That's
we've gotten.
fantastic.
Wow, you sound like a nerd being excited about that.
What?
I don't know, you just say that. I just got kind of a nerd vibe off of
No,
that.
I sounded cool, and you know it. You're just trying to snap back at me.
Yeah, I'm just coming up with the easiest way to get back at you for calling me a nerd a minute ago.
Yeah, you're just trying to make it like an insult boomerang. But guess what? I caught it because I'm good at boomerangs.
Being good at boomerangs and also knowing when an insult is lazy, 2 things for nerds.
Okay, you got me.
There I go.
You got me.
Right? So I win. Finally, I win. I got my Wednesday wet here.
I got the driest mouth in the South.
He doesn't get to drink during the show, and he's very dry, so I win again. Man, I'm just winning all over the place.
If you know, this is a show for you. If you're tired of seeing possums win, and you want to see the human triumph again, this is for you.
This show essentially is about man's domination of the animal world.
Is it?
Yeah, because I get to come on here and have a great time, and you come on here and get called a nerd and, made fun of and all that stuff.
Oh, seems like you're more of a guff magnet than me, but we should probably move on.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, let's move on.
I'd hate to just put you into a puddle, melt you by insults.
Okay, so you're saying if you wanted to unleash the beast on me on our program here tonight, you could do it.
I just think that for your own good, you should stop while you're ahead.
So if I were to keep pushing you and poking you, you're saying you feel confident you could probably win this interaction, is what you're saying.
I believe I could turn you into a puddle.
You could turn me into a puddle?
I could puddle you.
Like make me, I don't know, very aroused or something? Is that what you mean by turning me into a puddle?
Ooh, that might be one of my moves.
Step 1 of owning somebody is getting them very aroused.
I would really get you like a Tales from the Crypt episode.
Yeah.
I'd get you attracted to me.
Yeah.
I'd get you to love me all tender, and then I'd flip it on you.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm a skeleton or something.
Well, joke is on you because that's one of my biggest fantasies, is to get seduced and then take her home, find out she's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Old skeleton.
It turns out it was Big Howl who got boned.
That's the Crypt Keeper
That's
talking
the
at
Crypt
the end
Keeper.
of it. Yeah. I get it.
I
You got a really good Crypt Keeper.
know.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to get you.
Yeah. We should have a little Tales. We should do some night. We should do an actual Tales from, what would it be called though? The Possum's version of the Crypt. We should have a show where we come down the stairs into the void, and you're sitting at that table.
Yeah.
Doing whatever. My favorite recent intro of Tales from the Crypt that I watched. It comes down the stairs onto him into the crypt, and he's doing craft work around the house, like he's doing handicrafts, and he's hammering something, and he hits his thumb, and he goes, "Damn, I love when that happens." It's so good.
He loves pain. He loves pain.
Yeah, he does. He does. Was not expecting that. So what's gonna be the plot of your Tales from the Crypt, and what should we call it? It should be Tales from the Crypt, but since you have a tail, it should be spelled like tail.
That's a good one, but it's
Right.
already... Yeah, that's good. Tales from the Chips. you know, but it's just me and chips, and I just sit there and eat chips.
Okay.
Tales from the chips.
I hate that idea. It's a terrible idea. I think it should be tails from the pouch.
Tails from the pouch.
And you pull a sopping wet, sticky tail out of your pouch each time.
No.
Like a book. Like an old dusty book that's also covered in pouch mucus. You pull that out of your pouch.
No, I don't like it.
It's better than Tales from the Chips.
No, I need some chips.
Okay.
That's why that idea is better.
We're gonna shelve this idea until you're not hungry anymore.
Tales from the dips. How about that?
It's worse. It's worse, Mr. Possum. Oh. That is worse. So we are going to premiere a new show, not Tales from the Chips or Dips or Pouch. We're going to premiere a new show tonight.
Tales from the Sips. And then I just drink your wet.
And you get to drink on that show.
Yeah.
Stewed is resubscribing at Tier 1. Another 5-month resub. Love a 5-month resub.
These are good.
Yeah.
These are commitments. You're moving in.
So, also, we're going to, in a second, we're going to premiere a show. We also have a special guest here tonight coming up in a little bit. Who is going to talk to me about, I've mentioned on the show, and I've gotten a lot of well wishes and notes about this, but a lot of people know that I'm struggling again with trunk rot. It's come back, and you know the ordeal with trunk rot. Your back goes out, then the front goes, and then you lose the sides, and then you're pretty much done, unless you decide to exercise or change anything about your life. The doctors say pretty much self-termination is your only bet at that point.
So you're finally gonna get some help.
So again, we're gonna bring somebody on later in the show to talk to me about my trunk rot. This is a trunk rot specialist. I'm really excited about this.
Good, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna see what I can do.
Good. Does it hurt your trunk rot?
No, it doesn't. Nothing up here hurts. It's nipple down. Nipple down. You can't touch at this time.
So your belly button is part of that?
Oh, yeah. Belly button's rotted straight out.
Oh, you poor son bitch.
Yeah, belly button's no good anymore. I can't use it for anything, the stuff you normally use it for.
Yeah, sitting one cheese doodle in there.
Yeah, filling it up with ink and dipping your quill in there while you write your book, when you write your manuscript, while you write your crazed political manuscript.
Dearest Elijah.
I can't do that anymore. Because my trunk rot, it's just flat down there. It's just Ken doll down there because it rotted out.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Also sexy.
Stu says maybe, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, no. I hope not. Maybe
what?
Call that crazy doctor that killed Possum that one time. That's a terrible idea.
You know what? I gotta say, Stu, Mr. Possum, I'm spacing on that entire thing. What was this now?
Well, there was a doctor who came on the show.
A doctor? We had a doctor on the show before?
And she told me she could treat my wet butt. And I'd read a lot of journals and stuff, and I was a big fan of her work. And then she kidnapped me and took me to a castle, and I had the worst time in a castle I've ever had.
That sounds... So that happened on the show, though?
It happened this year, you dumb sumbitch. This year.
A castle? You went to a castle?
I was off the show for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? You weren't on the show for 3 weeks?
You tried to...
Do you guys remember this?
You tried to replace me with a can of sauces, Mr. Sauceum. Remember that?
Oh, I do remember Mr. Sauceum. Is that why I had Mr. Sauceum?
Because I was kidnapped by
a all right.
Scientist.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Now I remember that, and I'm glad that that happened because Mr. Sauceum has been one of the best things to ever happen to me. He's one of my best friends now.
Oh, you still hang?
Yeah, me and Mr. Sauceum still hang out. Wife loves him. Wife's always hanging out with Mr. I come home, she's hanging out with Mr. Sauceum. It's weird.
Does Mr. Sauceum take his shoes off in your house?
Yes, he does, and I don't. And it's a real point of contention for the wife. She's always saying, "Why can't you be more like Mr. Sauceum?" That kind of stuff.
You ever walked in and your wife is giving Mr. Sauceum a back rub?
Yeah. I mean, that's...
He gets tense right around his neck.
Yeah. He's got a lot of... Mr. Sauceum has a lot of issues, and my wife's been very helpful in helping him deal with some of his back issues.
Does he ever stay over?
Mr. Sawson? Does he stay over?
Spend the night.
Of course he does. He's one of my best friends. He stays over all the time.
Okay.
Do your best friends come over and stay over? I would think so.
No,
I mean, what's life if you don't have your best friends coming over and staying, you know?
Well, it's because I'm not 10-year-old boy. No, I don't have friends that stay over at my house.
Huh. Well, see, I believe that the good things in life, you don't age out of them.
I mean,
Like having one of your best friends come over, sleep in your bed with your wife.
I hate to belabor a point, but I think that you're living a Tales from the Crypt episode. I think that your wife is cucking you with a bottle of sauce, and that she's going to get some kind of terrible comeuppance.
No, you think there's going to be comeuppance involved in it?
Yes.
Look, honestly, if you got to be cucked, folks, a bottle of sauce is pretty good. There's a lot of worse things that could happen to you than to be cucked by sauce. So I'm just gonna accept it.
I guess.
I've had it in the back of my mind that it's probably happening for about 6 months now, and I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it because honestly, I'm not sure I stack up to a bottle of sauce. A good bottle of sauce. Not sure I'm better than that.
Yeah, you are definitely not.
And I'm not sure I should want to be better than that.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives me more time for my hobbies, my bike riding and such.
Well, I'm sorry that your wife is cheating on you with a bottle of ketchup.
It's not really cheating. It's more like an extended sleepover where I'm not allowed into the bedroom.
Well, don't disturb them. They got something
Yeah,
good
they
going
got
on.
something
Life
going
is
on.
short.
Yeah, exactly. You can't help who you love. So let's go into tonight. We are premiering a brand new show on the show.
Oh, yes.
Tonight we have we have a new show. It's called Safety Throughout the Ages.
Oh, yes.
And it's brought to you by Guff Alert Hot Soda. Guff Alert Hot Soda, once again, the only hot soda that you do not have to microwave the can. You just shake that can and it gets hot on its own. Be sure to drink it before it melts in your hand.
That's a hot soda.
Gulp, gulp. Okay.
Fizz. Oh, my throat. It's too hot.
That's the reaction they're going for. All right, so we're taking a trip through some of the great safety posters, workplace safety posters of history, right? Mm-hmm. So here we have Mr. Possum acting very irresponsibly on the workplace. I'm trying to enjoy my dang coffee, and you're trying to take a selfie on the forklift. Bad move.
Oh, you think this was my fault, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's your fault. I don't know why. Every time I come in, I try to enjoy my coffee in the morning, and then you're taking a selfie on the forklift, or actually, you're probably doing like a video blog. You're probably like, hey, I video blog my entire workday here at the factory, right?
We're not supposed to do that, so no,
yeah.
I don't do that.
No, but you do it, though. You do it. You do it.
You
right?
do it.
You do it.
You do it.
You do it. Yes,
Hey.
you do.
Hey,
I'm tired of you running into me.
I'm tired of you. I'm your manager.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I absolutely am. How come I'm always yelling at you?
Because I'm always standing here trying to drink coffee when right in the middle of the forklift road.
You're in the way, and I
Forklift
yelled,
road
honk,
in the
honk,
factory.
toot, toot, and you didn't move. I run over nerds that don't move.
Wow. Okay.
Now look here.
All right.
When I yell toot, toot,
Uh-huh.
you get to running.
But I'll spill my coffee if I start running
I'll
anyway.
get you another cup. It's
Will
just
you?
some old John Conti.
Okay. Are we in a John Conti factory? The John Conti coffee factory?
Yes, it's when it's in boxes. We got John Conti Yellow Blend. It ain't no good. Go get you another one. Get out my way.
So yeah, actually, this turned out to be a bit of a blessing in disguise because that top box there is coffee, and I'm just gonna get to keep that box because it's gonna be spoiled.
It'll be dented.
It fell on the floor.
That's right.
Now,
You're welcome.
can we talk about the action indicator lines coming off of my ass?
Those are stink lines. Those aren't action lines.
So you ran into my stinky ass with the forklift.
Yes, I
see.
feel like it's not a big loss. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But you sitting there with your stinky ass drinking coffee in the middle of a coffee factory. What a dork.
I do love that it's of no consequence that my ass is stinky. You couldn't smell my ass as you approached in the forklift?
Well, you know me. I can see stink lines. It's one of my special skills.
But you happen to be looking up. You can see the lines.
Yeah.
But you happen to be looking up onto your phone while you vlog a video about how, I don't know, teenage slang isn't understandable anymore to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You watch my blog?
Yeah, I do. It's a lot of stuff about how nowadays people don't know how to date and shit like that, which I don't even know. I don't know how you're on TikTok and all these vlog sites all the time as a forklift operator.
I got one I'm working on where it's like, hey, why kids call things stanky? What's that about?
Uh-huh.
I got a guy I work with. He's one of my employees. He is stanky.
Mm-hmm.
You millennials should come to work and hang out with Stanky. And I'm talking about you.
Yeah. And they're like, wow, he sounds cool. You're describing him in such cool terms.
And
does he have a big stinky butt?
They don't think you're cool because then I point the camera at you and I'm running over you every day. So definitely, can you imagine thinking that guy's cool if you watch that blog?
So this is part of your vlog, running over me. This is actually, you're doing this for content.
Yes.
Okay.
You're an unwitting player in my game.
So you hop in the forklift, you fire up your live stream on YouTube, and you say, now I heard all the kids are calling good stuff big stinky butts lately. And I just want to show you what I think of big stinky butts. And then you run into me and ruin my coffee.
Yeah, and it goes toot toot, and you look up with this dumb look in your face.
And all the teens that watch your Christian vlog all go, well, I don't like big stinky butts anymore.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, we sorted that issue out.
I know.
Thanks, manager. Ah!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
This is classic.
Yeah. This is a classic workplace scenario.
I'm walking around with my big pole.
Yeah.
And then there's you, just stupid bimbo. Getting in my way.
Wait a second. I'm not the bimbo here.
Yeah.
I guess I am.
You are definitely. Look at that stance.
I am
what a bimbo.
I am a bit standing on my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do the goddamn pee-wee dance when you get hit with a pole.
Now, what's clearly happening here, Mr. Possum? Again, it's your fault. You took a look at that dazzling dame over there in her shapely, comely skirt, and you turned quickly to, I guess, whistle at her or catcall her or do something very disrespectful, which is messed up, by the way, and I don't approve of that. And in turning towards her, you swung this pole you're carrying very awkwardly behind you right into the back of my head.
You think that's what happened?
That is clear. I'm doing my detective work here. I think I might be injured so much that I never have to work again.
I don't think much people take stock in detective work that comes out of a head that has that many symbols and action lines coming from it.
Are those stink lines, Mr. Possum?
No, those are head injury lines. You ain't thinking straight. Right. I don't think anyone can really trust your narrative of what happened.
Yeah.
Here's what really happened.
This is a real like suspense movie scenario where I'm trying to narrate the problem, but everyone can tell I'm actually I've lost the plot.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
This is what happened. I was walking with my metal pole like I do.
Uh-huh.
And I see Janie right there.
Yeah.
And she says, "Hey, hit Big Hal. He's right behind you." So I said, "Whap," because I like to impress her. You know,
so it's worse.
She told me to do
the
it.
story's worse than what you said before, than what I said.
Yes, she told me to do it.
Okay.
This was not an accident.
So
I struck you with this pole.
Is the bottom text of this image, "Watch out for treacherous dames"?
Could be.
Probably, right?
Could be.
They will lure you in with their attractions and their affections, and then they will tell you to swing your bow staff into the head of your coworker.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just think that you should be cooler at work so everybody doesn't turn against you.
Tale as old as time. Beating a guy at work with your bow staff because Jane in HR told you to.
I'm a child at heart. You know, I like to hurt people.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like to hurt people?
I like to have fun.
Yeah.
So does Janie.
She is smiling.
Yeah.
Pretty messed up.
I made her day.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about your
She's
day.
laughing. She's laughing. You guys are the Jim and Pam of this workplace.
Oh, yeah. And look at you. Look at you.
I'm the Dwight.
You're like the paper shredder. You're not even Dwight.
I'm not even Dwight.
You're the printer that doesn't work. You're some paper, Dunder Mifflin.
I'm some paper.
Yeah, you're pens.
Yeah. All right. Well, that doesn't. This analogy doesn't make any sense anymore because you're injuring me.
That's true. You're a guy.
I'm definitely a guy. I mean, I'll probably be a vegetable after this injury, though.
It's not. I mean, I definitely took a chunk.
You've turned me into a carrot, Mr. Possum.
Could be worse.
Could it?
Yes.
How could it be worse?
You could be a broccoli. You could smell like a fart.
Okay.
Broccoli smells like farts. That's why we hit you all the time, because you eat up broccoli in the microwave at work.
Jane's mad because the microwave smells like broccoli.
Yeah.
And so she told you to hit me.
Again, this is another Tales from the Crypt plot.
Yeah.
You know, you cook broccoli, everybody hates you, they kill you, and then you come back as broccoli, and they're like, what's that smell? And then you, like, kill them as a broccoli. But they smell you first. So you'll get the last laugh.
Man, Tales from the Pouch is going to be such a good show. It's probably going to be better than this show right here.
Probably.
Safety throughout the ages. This well-conceived show.
Yeah.
All right, next poster. All right.
Don't be an ass.
I really screwed up the alignment for your head there. You're actually supposed to sort of fill that donkey head there. You see what I mean?
Story of my life. It looks fine.
Like if you go like this, if you go like that a little bit, and maybe lean in a little bit to the camera. Oh, there we go. See, now you're a donkey. I'm just trying to make you a donkey.
Okay, whatever.
I set this up so you'd be the donkey. So the idea of this poster is not to bike in traffic like a dumb donkey like you, but to bike one after the other and to let traffic pass around you.
That's exciting.
Right? Isn't that fun? Yeah. Doesn't that seem like a rich vein that we could mine some comedy gold out of?
It does, but I've just got nothing.
Yeah, I don't really have anything either, except that
it's nice to sit on a bike.
Except that you're a dumb donkey out there riding in traffic, and I'm a cool little schoolboy in my little. Do you see my little blue short pants? You like those?
I like those.
Yeah,
I do like those.
I'm like Angus Young, who I think should be the big. I think Angus Young should be the big counterculture like guy out of everybody. You know, he's like the chaos figure. Angus Young is more powerful and more potent to me than like the Heath Ledger Joker, because he's a guy who doesn't just do whatever he wants. He wears the uniform he used to have to wear. He just refused to stop wearing what people told him he used to have to wear.
He's really the ultimate conservative.
Well, no, I think he's the ultimate chaos agent.
But he's like he won't give up his old stuff. He won't
right, but
give up his old ways.
People keep telling him, no, you don't wear that uniform anymore. And he goes, no, you told me to wear this once. That's badass. That's counterculture as hell.
I guess.
Angus Young, you're a badass. I love you. Anyway, so let's move on to the next one. Because there's something really disturbing about the way Possum looks in this thing. Hey! Get off of me! Get off of me, you little gremlin!
Gremlins think it's fun to hurt you.
Yeah, they do. Look at you, you little gremlin body. Your little knife. You're attacking me.
Oh, this is a crooked dagger that I've got.
Yeah.
I use it to poke your body.
So I'm a humble factory worker in like World War II or something. I'm making an airplane to go kick the Kaiser's ass. And
I'm a scapegoat.
And you're a potentially racist scapegoat.
Whenever something goes wrong in the factory, I guess it was a gremlin.
Yeah, it must have been a gremlin. Surely couldn't have been our bad labor policies. Must have been gremlins.
So, this is the day that you get stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have any last words?
Yeah, what's it gonna look? What kind of accident is this gonna look like? Where I'm just trying to lift up some big bearing or something, and I have multiple miniature stab wounds in my back. How are they gonna explain that to the union?
That's a good question. I'm probably just gonna. We'll call it a stabbing. I mean, because let's be real.
Hey,
Even
let's call it a stabbing.
If you stabbed your toe, they would still find a way to blame me. So I might as well just put my signature on it, my little knife.
You might as well write Gremlins in my back with a knife.
Would you like that?
That would be cool as hell, because I'm a big fan of those movies also.
Do you want me to wait till you're dead to write Gremlins with my little knife in your back, or just do it?
I'm not going to die from that little knife. First of all,
I know where to stab you.
What do you
got
mean?
all sorts of little meats in your back.
You're going to stab me like in the lung? You're going to wait until I don't know, I can't breathe anymore? Is that what you're going to... You're going to collapse my lungs with that tiny little knife?
Yep, I'm going to collapse your lung.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stab you in the kidneys.
Okay, I don't like the sound of that.
No, you're getting stabbed today. You're not supposed to like this day.
This is all right. So what if I told you it's my birthday?
I'll say happy birthday before I stab you. How'd you like that?
This sucks.
Yeah.
This is a bad birthday. Don't do it. Hey, quit. Can I get you guys to quit? Can I get you guys to knock it off?
What's this poster say?
It says Gremlins think it's fun to hurt you.
Yeah. Are you going to make it less fun for me? Would you dare? It's my birthday too, maybe.
It's not your birthday. I already said it's my birthday. Plus, you Gremlins aren't even on the same year calendar, are you?
You don't know. Look at that guy next to your head. It's his birthday. That's Carl.
Hey, Carl. Knock it off.
Don't take away his favorite thing on his birthday.
Now, I feel like, what if I just paid more attention at work and didn't, pick this, whatever this big thing is up quite as quickly? Do you think you would not stab me if I just, was a little more responsible at work?
Ugh, so bored. I need to stab something.
Oh, man. This sucks.
Yeah, it does.
This sucks!
Your job's terrible.
I hate, building implements of war. This is probably the worst part of building implements of war.
Getting stabbed.
Is me getting stabbed.
You're being selfish.
How about we go to war with you? How about we go to war with the Gremlins?
Good luck. People like me.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't know anybody who likes you.
Well, they don't like to, cross paths with me, but they like the idea of me.
Right. You are a hit.
Gremlins are fun.
Yeah, everybody, you're a hit with the kids and the olds alike.
I love the olds.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
and scene.
And scene. Hey!
Now, are we just sweeping up?
No, we're chopping up mud in the mud fields.
Oh, one of us has got a bloody old foot.
You chopped my foot in the mud fields.
Oops.
Have a little respect. You've got your phone out. You're vlogging. You're doing your family vlog, your Christian family vlog here, and we're supposed to be chopping this mud up into little squares.
You're supposed to be wearing steel-toed boots, not your stupid Sunday school shoes.
You're wearing the same thing I am!
They're steel-toed!
No, they aren't!
Yes, they are. Try it.
And there'd be no reason to wear steel-toed boots if all we're doing is paying attention to the chopping of the mud that we're supposed to be doing.
Look, accidents happen. I took your foot.
You did. I want it back.
I'm going to give it to the ground.
Look at the blood on your little mud slicer over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing to make a mistake.
Yeah.
I think that we should give your foot to the ground.
You want to finish the job with your little mud chopper there?
Well, let's get the rest of it off just to be even.
No, I can't agree to that. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the little mud farm nurse. I'm gonna ask her to stitch up my foot.
We're all gonna make fun of you when you leave.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That's annoying.
But if you gave your entire foot to the ground, we'd call you some kind of a king.
I hate working here. The rules are so strange.
They are.
Yeah. If you give your foot to the ground, we'll call you a king.
Yeah.
But if you go get your foot stitched up, we'll make fun of you.
Yeah.
You guys are fucked up. I hate working at this mud farm.
It's not a great job.
It sucks. And you guys are crazy.
But the rewards. I mean, the stuff you find in the dirt.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, it's cool. Like the other day I found like a muddy little pebble. It was great.
You did?
I took it home. Yeah. It's holding down a letter from my ex-husband.
See, you just can't put a price on that kind of treasure.
A little muddy rock holding down a letter from my estranged ex-husband. Oh, man. This is a great job. Great perks.
See?
But I need to go get my toe fixed
What?
after you chopped it with your
Well,
mud
I think
slicer.
you should at least leave a toe in there so somebody else could find it like a treasure, and then they'd, appreciate their job.
And then they would take my toe home, and they would hold down, I don't know, like a bill from the water company
Yes.
with it.
That's me. Like, look what I found. I love this job.
Such a strange life we lead here.
Our uniforms are cool.
Yeah. Well, we got these fish scale leggings, which are cool. They protect us from the mud.
Mine are chainmail. That's why nobody ever chops my stupid foot off.
Did you say chain meal?
Chainmail.
Chain meal.
Chainmail.
Chain meal. Weird. I don't know what chain meal is. All right. Oh, now we're moving back in time. This is safety through the ages. So this is an old medieval safety workplace poster that I believe is warning people against making out on the job. We've got this thing to hammer into the ground with our big round hammers, our big medieval hammers. And look at those two, just making out on the company dime.
That's
Disrespectful.
the one place you shouldn't be laying around making out in, because this is where I drive posts.
Yeah.
You've chosen a bad place. Now, does he have his wiener out?
He does not have his wiener out. I think that's actually the post that we're driving into the ground.
Okay.
I think that's the message here in this poster.
Gotcha.
Is that this dumb little dude, this dumb little crap head, he's decided to make out with Jane from HR right under the post we're driving into the ground. And so, of course, we're going to drive it right through him and into Jane from HR. That happened all the time in the Middle Ages.
Don't get sexy in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take turns. You're going to hit it. I'm going to hit
Boom.
it.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
We're such an efficient team.
We really are. We really are. And you know what? If I can this is Steve here making out with Jane from HR. If I can quote the Crypt Keeper, I think it's Steve who's getting boned.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Who knew the
Right.
stakes were so high?
Oh! You're so good at it.
I'm the Crypt Keeper.
All I can do is imitate. All I can do is say it soon after you do. So I'm like the guy from work who just repeats your joke back to you, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to say, the stakes are too high. That's great.
Yeah,
That's great,
you're
man.
a treat.
Oh, man. It's great having you here in the steak driving factory.
Yeah, it's much more of a pleasure for you.
Yeah. It's cool. You're so cool.
I know.
So did you do anything cool this weekend?
Oh, yeah, probably. I got so drunk I couldn't remember it, though.
That's badass. That's badass. Let's keep driving this steak into Jane and Steve.
Yeah.
Boom.
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 Boom. See.
Okay, this is classic.
Yeah, this was a big problem back in the Middle Ages. They were always sawing dudes in half, right?
Well, yeah.
On the workplace at the
That
workplace.
was some people's jobs.
Yeah. Oh.
And there's a wrong way to do it.
Oh, so this is instructional of how to actually correctly saw through. Okay.
Yes, because look how grateful he looks.
Yeah.
See, we're doing it right.
Oh, this is the right way. I thought maybe because you see those medieval safety workplace posters, and they're sawing them up from the crotch like they're opening up their butt crack straight up. I thought maybe that was the correct way, or this is the correct way.
You know, you see how he's looking at you going, oh, thank you for doing this the right way.
Yeah.
Look at his expression.
Yeah.
Now,
He loves me.
That's a job well done. You got a friend for the rest of his life.
Okay, so this is right. Yeah. And the thing where they do it from the crotch down, or from they suspend them upside down and do it downward so they're opening up the butt crack, that's incorrect. That's wrong.
Is incorrect.
Okay.
This is the way to do it.
All right.
Sit them down in the little parking lot.
Yeah. So this poster probably says at the top of it, there's only one way to saw a man's belly.
Yeah.
And it ain't from the crotch.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't say ain't, because it's from the Middle Ages. It probably says something about shan't not or something.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't have much else to say. This is just what you do.
I got to say, I really like your outfit in this, Mr. Possum.
Thank you.
That is tight. That shit looks good.
Maybe
I would wear that.
On break, I'll let you listen to my flute.
Are you good at it?
I'm pretty good. I play this saw.
Yeah.
Too.
You play the saw?
And the flute.
Now, what are we doing with this guy once we've got him sawed in half?
Oh, we're going to sacrifice him. He's a warlock.
Oh, gross.
He's not supposed to be a warlock. That's against the law.
I hate magic. I hate magic. It pisses me off more than anything.
He practices dark magic. Now, the story goes is that he made some stew that was real good. Mm-hmm. And everybody said, that's a little too good.
Yeah.
What's in this? And he said, it's my secret ingredient. I won't tell you. And they said, he's a warlock.
He's a warlock. The soup was too good. And plus, we found this letter from Hogwarts School of Wizardry.
Yeah.
That's the other thing was that he got a letter from Hogwarts.
We can't suffer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big problem. Big problem. Owls are always hanging out around him. And also, I don't know, Hermione from that movie also.
Yeah, sure.
Caught him hanging out with Hermione. Probably that's a big part of it.
Yeah, we're just going to keep on cutting him up and then...
Yeah. This is because you hung out with Hermione.
It's because of all the dark magic and the good soup.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we got one more. Little slide from Safety Posters Throughout the Ages. Oh, boy.
All right, walk us through this one.
You want me to take the lead on this one?
Yeah, take the lead.
All right. Well, now, in the Middle Ages, in the olden times, Mr. Possum, a lot of times if your job was tugging on the boss's wife's boobs, sometimes people would use the wrong type of implement for tugging on them boobs.
Like their hands.
Yeah, it would. So you'd have some real crappy, greasy, medieval serfs, and their job is tugging on your wife's boobs, and they'd be just using their muddy old, disease-covered hands.
Oh, their rough old farmer's hands.
And this is a poster reminding you to use the proper set of pliers if you're gonna tug on your boss's wife's boobs.
These are calipers.
I think okay. Calipers, pliers, anything by any name is fine.
Sorry, I'm just still new at the job, and I kind of still respect it.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we call them pliers out here on the floor. I mean, I get that you want to be a nerd about the particulars of it.
Well, the textbook said these are booby calipers.
Well, calipers, I'll just have you know, if you know anything about the biz, and that is the boob tugging biz, if you know anything about the biz, you'd know that calipers are more for measuring the titty size, and pliers are more for tugging on the old titty. And if you're just measuring this titty size, we'll get somebody else in here who can tug on these boobs the right way.
No, I'm doing it the right way.
I don't think you are.
The right way.
I'm watching you, and you're just kind of like it appears that you're measuring the boob at its outermost diameter.
I'm not measuring it,
which is not what we do here. Not what we do here.
I'm jiggling it.
You don't think the boss knows how big them boobs are?
No, I'm not measuring it. I'm jiggling it. That's what she wants. That's why we do this.
Okay, well, jiggling is good. You want to get a couple jiggles in with every tug, but make sure you're doing a tug.
Not too hard. You're too hard over there.
No, this is my job. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, but sometimes the new guy gets it better.
That never happens.
It's beginner's
Not here at the Tatty Tugging Factory. The new guy always messes it up. That's a tale as old as time.
Look, the Lord's wife works hard.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes in here and she undoes her blouse, and we're supposed to jiggle her boobs correctly.
No, she does not come in here for jiggling.
Yes, she
can get jiggling anywhere. She can get jiggling from the old man. She comes in here for tugging. She comes in here to be tugged.
No, she comes in here for jiggling.
She comes in here to be tugged.
No, nobody wants to be tugged.
I'm not sure how you got this job when you didn't know that this was for tugging. She wants them bigger. She wants them to be tugged until they are bigger.
No, you're so dumb. You're so dumb.
All right, I'm gonna have to speak to Jane at HR because you're not getting it.
I wish you would, because the thing you don't understand about boobs, Big Al, is that they get bigger if you just survive. They just get bigger. They don't get more jiggly. That's why they hired us to jiggle them with these calipers. See? See, she's sleeping.
Yeah, she's sleeping because you're not... She fell asleep because she's so bored because you're not giving them a good tug. And you've also distracted me from my duty, which is tugging them once every 3 minutes.
You think if somebody falls asleep during a massage, it's because they're bored?
Yes,
it's because they're relaxed.
Yeah, people don't like getting massages in this era that we're in right now. They like being violently sawed in half and having their tits tugged on.
That's what you think.
That is what I know!
But I will bring about the renaissance of pleasure.
Mm-hmm. The renaissance of pleasure. You should be a bard. Instead of being a titty tugger down here with us grunts, you should be a bard. You have a certain poetic way of thinking and talking.
Like the Goodwill Hunting thing, where you're like, oh, you're too smart for this. You should get out of this.
Yeah, one day I want to come in here and I want to see one tit with no pliers on it. I don't even want you to tell me it. I don't even want you to say anything to me. I want you to just leave. I want to see that other boob just hanging there, with no one there to tug on it.
That's
because I want you to have escaped this life.
That's so sweet, but you're just trying to take my job.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I can get myself another 2 pairs of one-handed pliers, I could do this job without you, and they double my income. I'd just sit here, stand on the boss's wife's belly, and yank on her boobs all day.
And scene.
Mm-hmm. Let's get out of here.
I don't like the Middle Ages.
Yeah. What a shame. What a shame that time was.
It's a spooky time.
Terrible. All right. Dilius is here. Toot, toot, Dilius.
Toot, toot.
Talk about cranking one out. Yeah. Come on there.
Okay.
Come on. Okay.
This is a family show here.
Stude says history was weird as shit. That is true. That is demonstrably true. There's drawings of it. And it was weird. SES Andrew says when Hal's right, he's right. I love hearing that. I love hearing that I'm right.
I bet you do.
Children's Day breakfast, toot, toot. Hometown markup. Got to give your Saint's breast cancer exam. So now, see, that brings it down to like a kind of a bummer.
Saint's breasts.
Saint's breasts. Saint's breasts. So let's go to a quick break. Let's find out what the dogs are up to. And when we come back, I have a specialist in my affliction, trunk rot, who's going to be here. And we're going to talk for a little bit about what she's going to do to help me deal with my early onset trunk rot.
Thank goodness.
Okay, let's find out what the dogs are up to. You ready for this?
Yep.
Toot toot, everybody, stick around. Big Hal and Boss. All right, folks, we are back. And tonight, joining us, she is the director of the International Trunk Rot Foundation, and her name is Dr. Nadia Klusvosky. So, I hope I got that name right. I'm not really good at saying weird-sounding names. But... So you are. I found you on the web. I've been struggling with trunk rot, and I understand. I understand that you are the international director of the Trunk Rot Foundation, which I hope and assume means that you treat trunk rot, right?
Oh, sure. Yes. That's I'm specialist for
Have we
trunk
met
rot.
before?
No.
Okay.
No.
She looks familiar as hell.
No.
Okay. All right. Have you been on television? Do you do trunk rot like commercials, like infomercials or anything?
Sure. Yes, I do that. Yeah, that's what you see me. The
Okay.
trunk rot commercials. Yes, that's what you see
Scoot
me.
a little bit towards me.
Sure. Okay.
Let's get.
I'm not going to.
What's going on, Mr. Possum? You're freaking out here.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I am freaking
Come
out.
on. Why is he? What are you
She's the
freaking out?
scientist what kidnapped me.
No.
Put me in that
No.
damn castle.
No.
Yes, it
No.
is.
That's not true. Did she have lipstick this color on? Think about it.
Yes, it was you. I remember that voice.
What are
It
you
haunts
talking-
me.
Mr. Possum, what are you talking about?
No, Mr. Possum, no.
We discussed it earlier. She said that she was going to give me a good time, and she's going to take me on a castle
I don't know what
vacation.
he's talking
And
about.
she took
No,
me and
I'm
she
drunk like special.
tied me to a table, and I was in a dungeon. I was in a real
When
dungeon.
were you in a
Dungeon, that's
dungeon,
rude.
Mr. Possum?
Yeah.
This year, you
Did she have
dumb
yellow?
some
Did she have
bitch.
yellow stethoscope?
No, she had a purple one.
Well, it's not the same person then. You have to think.
You have to think.
You have to think, she
I'm
says.
scared to death.
All right, so it sounds like you two have a history,
No, it's not me.
or he thinks that you
This is
guys have a
confused.
history.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he was saying something earlier about getting kidnapped at some point. I don't really remember what happened, but it's possible he has a little bit of a traumatic
Maybe
memory
PTSD,
related to
possible
that.
stress, yeah.
Yeah.
This-
So I think it's possible. I think it's possible that he's just freaking out for no reason.
I escaped from a castle. When have you ever done that?
Escape from a castle? All the time. I escape from a castle all the time.
Liar.
Yeah.
Liar.
No, I do it all the time.
I escaped from your castle.
It was not my castle.
It was so
No.
easy to escape from your castle.
No, well, if I had the castle, it would not be easy to escape from. I can tell you that much right now.
Well, I guess it wasn't your castle because it was
If somebody
so
had the castle
easy.
that you escaped from, maybe they had drinking problem at the time and they fell asleep early, and maybe you got away, and it was a very big mistake. If I'm assuming this, but not easy to get away from there. And I tell you, I assure you, if they ever got you there again, you would not escape. But
Guys.
I don't know.
Guys, can we talk about my freaking trunk rot? I think you're both being a little selfish right now, a little self-centered, and I'm the one who's afflicted with a disease that as I understand it, now you are the director of the International Trunk Rot Foundation. Is that
Sure.
correct?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
Yes, I am. That's what I always
Okay.
say. I know a lot about Trump.
I got the impression from your website that you were passionate about trunk rot.
Yes.
You're passionate about trunk rot.
Oh, it's a wonderful disease. Only the
Now
Very
wait,
fast.
now
Wonderful
when you say
study.
now when you say wonderful, it's a wonderful disease. What do you mean by that? You mean it's interesting, right?
Sure, it's very interesting.
Right.
Only-
You don't think it's wonderful that I have to deal with that, right?
I don't think anything about you is specifically wonderful. No, not at all. No. I'm not surprised that you have rot anywhere, trunk or otherwise. So, no, I believe it. I believe your wife has trunk rot, and I can help. I can help. Let's talk about helping your wife.
He's
Wait a
not
second.
my wife.
Wait a second.
He's not my wife.
Is embarrassed because of the trunk rot. I can help with this, but you have to help me.
Toot toot fuzzball
Your
502.
wife is going to need help, and I need to maybe bring. I need very special skin sample from Big Possum to help.
Oh.
Your wife.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Well, wait, why?
No. Hell no. I ain't giving you no skin.
Wait a second. I am starting to, you know what?
Where'd she go?
That's pretty weird. She's sniffing your hat,
Nope.
Mr. Possum. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Don't be afraid of me. I told you.
Wow. Sniffing your hat. Now, actually, okay.
I wasn't sniffing. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you've
I
referred to me.
wanna die.
You've referred to me as Possum's wife a few times.
Whatever you call yourself, partner. I'm not very sensitive here now. Partner, I'm sorry.
You don't understand our modern times. No, we're just friends. We're just close friends. We're good friends. I would say is the main thing.
You bet you have something else in your pocket, 'cause I ain't giving no skin.
Then your friend is not going to be helped.
Yeah.
I don't even do
Your
this.
partner will have trunk rot forever.
Slip me some
want that?
skin. No. See?
I got it
Yeah,
in
you
time.
got it.
I got it in time.
I was trying to
We're
make a
best
point.
friends forever. I win. Anyway, so look, Possum,
What?
you're being pretty goddamn selfish right now. If
Yeah.
you're not going to do whatever, what is it you need him to
I
do?
just need him to come on plane and he can go to my house. No castle. It's a
Okay,
house.
it's a house.
Big. It look like castle, but it's a house. And I just take small skin sample. You take quick nap.
So you're
small-
So you're leaving with Mr. Possum tonight.
Correct. If you want to be better at trunk rot.
As step one of treating my trunk rot.
Correct.
I understand. Okay,
Yes.
that makes
I
sense.
just want to help you.
I think that's a great. That if that's what needs to happen
Yes.
for me to get cured of my trunk rot,
Correct. That's correct.
then
It's up to you. I mean, you married.
I think
So you have to do this for your partner. That's
How
what
much
partners
skin
do.
you want?
Not very much. You won't even feel it. You won't even be awake.
yeah, you won't
So
feel it.
easy.
Tell me the exact amount of my skin.
I
you
would do
want.
this for you, Mr. Possum, if you had a disease
See?
You
that.
absolutely would not.
What? What do you mean?
You would get zero skin from me.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Possum.
It's unfair. Nobody would want his.
I would.
At all ever. If you come with me, you come right back to your family and your partner and everything like this.
I give
very
you
quick, easy.
exactly rumple zilch skin. You will get zero amounts of skin from me.
He really does need his own Tales from the Crypt show. I mean, it's amazing. His abilities there. His abilities there are incredible.
Yes.
So, is that something you would like to if you'd get to hang out with the possum a little bit more? You'd probably hear some more of his great puns on the plane ride back to your house and stuff like that.
Right.
That would be fun, right?
That's very fun for you. What do you think?
Dr. Nadia, what is your fascination with me anyway? Why are you trying to kidnap me so much?
Whoa!
It's not kidnapping.
She's
When
trying to
someone come
treat.
willing-
She's trying to treat my trunk rot.
Thank you.
She's the director of the International Trunk Rot Foundation.
See?
What's my skin got to do with his trunk
I
rot?
can't explain this to you. They're not doctor scientists. I can't. It's very hard to explain. I need you to come and I will take some skin, and it will help his trunk rot. It's the way that I do it. I make like a salve, like a.
A salve. I've heard that word before. That probably works.
See,
Where are you going to take the skin from?
just a little small part on your arm, maybe a little bit on your back. That's it.
On my back and my arm, huh?
That's it. Very easy.
Hmm.
You'll hardly miss the skin, and your friend, partner, you guys can have nice life together.
Now, are you going to take his
Friend
skin
partner.
too?
I don't want any part of his skin.
Okay.
I
Well,
think,
yeah, I mean,
just to be fair, you should get skin from him first,
I don't think so.
so I can see that he's safe.
I mean, this is pretty worthless. I don't know what you would do with any of this
I
besides
can
take it
smell
off.
the rot from here. I don't need to have anything exposed other than what already
Yeah.
can be smelling. No,
I think
thank
if you took any of this off, you would just put it in the garbage right away.
I'd put it now with your touched. Do you want to go to garbage while we come?
Do I want to go to garbage? No. I want to be alive and happy and live the rest of my life.
Okay.
Mrs. Dillius, toot toot. Welcome to the chat. Everybody say hi to Mrs. Dillius. Good news. I'm getting my trunk rot sorted out. That's very, very exciting. All Mr. Possum has to do is hop on a plane with Dr. Nadia here and go back to her weird country
Not hurting you. Stop being a
and
baby.
get some of his skin removed. Get put under.
She keeps on touching me.
I'm not
and I think
hurting
that
you
she's
at all.
gonna try to put the manacles on me again.
Manacles.
Manacles. She got manacles.
She's got manacles?
She got manacles in that castle.
Oh,
He's
boy.
totally confused with another person, maybe.
Yeah, it sounds
me.
like you... I think maybe you stayed up a little too late watching one of them old horror movies, Mr. Possum. That's what it sounds like to me.
Maybe Tales from the Crypt show maybe got you.
Yeah, he loves that show. He's always talking about it.
Y'all trying to gaslight me into a castle.
Yeah. All right, so we got a lot of toot-toots here. Everybody in the chat is pretty much encouraging Mr. Possum to go somewhere with Dr. Nadia to help me deal with my trunk
No
rot.
one cares for my well-being.
Your new bad life says sounds like someone hates a free summer vacation. Now, isn't that true?
Smart
Isn't that
people.
true?
Look at this.
Mr. Possum's talking himself out of a trip to a country
Why would you do
no
that,
one's ever
Possum?
heard of,
Why would you do that?
You hurt me.
Why would
to
you-
a
It was
castle
not
with
me. I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
was.
It wasn't. It wasn't me at all.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You hear that?
God!
So, she caught me
Wasn't
on the
me.
counter. Let's do it. Let's do the song.
Absolutely not. No shit.
I was in the shower. Wasn't me. Oh, come on!
No, hell no, Shaggy talk. No. Ain't no Shaggy
She's
talk.
doing the Shaggy song.
Hell no.
Ah! Well, let's pull up Twitch Sings. Let's do some karaoke.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I'm
if-
thinking about doing it on my
We
show.
don't fix the trunk rot. I know this for sure. He will, Possum, he will die. Your partner will die soon. We have to go.
Yeah, I'll
We
die
have
soon.
to go now, probably, maybe, because he's going to die.
Well, we should
Because the
probably
rot is
say
going to
our
be everywhere.
goodbyes to him.
Because
did you
we're
say,
going
Mr.
to go
Possum?
To help
We
him.
should probably say our
Because
goodbyes
we're
to
going
him.
to help him.
I'm gonna bury
You're
him
gonna
in the
just-
backyard like a turtle.
You're just gonna let me die?
Oh my
I'll
God.
put you in a little.
You are
God.
incredibly selfish,
Possum,
Mr.
You're a
Possum.
very bad person to do this. Or
I
Possum.
am not.
Yes.
You would just let me die.
You're going to let how they
It
die.
was just your time. I can see it now. Big Al struggled with trunk rot and did the best he could to get it fixed, and he couldn't.
No,
he's a
because
broke
you could
pauper.
help save his life, but you're not doing. So you have to think about that. You're
Big
not
Al
helping
can't
him.
afford you.
I will do pro bono.
Man, it is pretty depressing to find out that my good friend,
And husband.
Mr. Possum,
Yes, won't help. This is so terrible.
is not
Terrible
willing to take some sacrifices to save my life and to go somewhere with this weird doctor lady.
Wow, that's rude.
That's hard to hear. I suppose you're just going to let me die and then you're going to, I don't know, try to come up with a different co-host of the show. Are you going to keep running the show?
Goodness. You
Maybe
don't do
you'll try to just do a little animated Big Hal instead of like even getting a hell. Maybe you'll have like a little can of soup as your co-host as Big Hal.
Oh, I've got it. I've already got a plan for your dad.
You got a plan?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's gonna be Big Powell and Possum. And it's Colin Powell and me. It's gonna be tight.
That's so stupid.
It's tight. People watch it.
So you're friends with Colin Powell then?
Not yet, but we will be once we start.
Do you know
the
what Colin Powell has?
What does he have?
Trunk rot. That's why they call him Colin. I know him. He also needs help. Do you like him?
Okay.
I like him very much.
He needs help.
He's
Just
got trunk rot?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes, he's part of our
Colin
foundation.
Powell is so he's one of the so I didn't look at it, but there's a page of on your website, the International Trunk Rot Foundation. There's a page of famous celebrities who have trunk rot.
Yes.
So Colin Powell would be on there.
Very sick.
Anybody
I mean,
who
any minute now.
who-
Any minute.
I just need to find one talking possum, and I can fix him, like that.
you just
he
need
can be fine.
you just need a single talking possum
Just
to get
one.
on your plane with you.
I can fix
And
Colin,
go
I
back
can
to
fix
your
you.
country.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much trunk rot could be fixed if you come and help these people.
Wow.
Now, why can't
It's up
you
to
just
you.
take my skin here in the United States of
No, it's
America?
very because I need my tools and it's very I need sanitation. You know, it's very. You can't do anything like this with trunk rot, but it's inches away. It's very
didn't bring
unsanitary.
your
She needs-
tools?
she
we
needs-
shouldn't even be breathing near him right now.
She needs
I need-
sanitation, Mr. Possum.
It's not. It's unsanitary.
You got to go back to her
Right.
dingy old castle
No, not the
and the manacles, because it's more sanitary, Mr. Possum.
I don't want no bath. She tried to give me a bath last time.
Was that it? Was that the extent of the torture?
That wasn't
Was that
about
the torture you
anything
complained about for
I'm
3
just
weeks?
very lonely.
You know what? I remember this
me.
now. I remember this now.
No.
I remember. It's come back to me.
No.
But there was a time, and the viewers might not remember this, but there was a time, I don't know, in the fall or something, where Mr. Possum went off with her because he wanted to, because she was nice to him. And even though I warned him that she clearly wanted to do evil doctor evil type experiments on him.
I don't think that was me. I don't think that was me.
I'm
When
very
was this?
confident.
Let me tell you when this was. When did this happen? When do you say this happened?
I don't remember, Mr. Possum. I think it was probably
kind of timeline? Because
It was like January.
I was away in January. I was in Poconos on vacation. With my family.
Poconos, my
It's
ass.
very lovely.
You were in
I was
Poconos?
in Poconos, Pennsylvania. We like to ski there.
Okay.
Tubing. Do you ever do that, tubing?
In
Very
January, you were tubing.
Very fun. I wasn't anywhere near you.
You were tubing in Pennsylvania.
A tube is how I get out of the castle. I tubed out of it. It was
You-
actually kind of tight.
Why are you telling her your escape means?
I assume that she's covered up the inner tube hole that I made in her castle.
She will.
All right. So anyway, if you're just now tuning in, Miss Dilius, so we have a mad scientist from an evil mad scientist
Not that
country
bad. Okay.
who kidnapped Mr. Possum previously, and she's now the director of the International Trunk Rot Foundation, which sounds like it may have been a ruse to get back here to get close to me so that she could kidnap Mr. Possum again. I'm kind of guessing that's the story here.
Yes,
Why
Does
is
that
woman-
seem like that? Does that seem plausible to you,
that
Mr.
seems
Possum?
100%.
Because she's now saying that the way to treat my trunk rot is to take skin off of you.
Finally, you see the light.
Yeah. So, I mean, is that what you're doing here? Is that what... You're not actually here to cure my
I would
trunk
love
rot?
to cure you. I think we just need him to come with me. I just need him to come. That's all. If he
Okay.
comes, you'll be better. I promise that.
Okay, I'll do it on one condition.
Oh,
Okay. Anything,
awesome.
anything.
Okay.
He's got to come with me and he's got to sleep with me in the bed.
Fair.
Oh, no.
No, that's fair.
I
No,
get
no,
lonely
no, no.
before
You
bed. I
come
need
if he
No.
comes with us. You come with me. He comes with us. Yes, sure. Yes, we can
No.
do this. Let's do this.
No.
That sounds like a good idea.
Don't you want to get saved?
No.
Don't you want to get
You're
saved?
very bad trunk rot. Worst anybody's ever seen.
How come? What's
No.
wrong? What's wrong, Big Al?
This is for you.
I just don't want to sleep in a bed with Mr. Possum.
He's the one that's got
You know,
goddamn
this is
rotten
the end
trunk.
of the relationship. If you all are not sleeping in the same bed, you need serious therapy because that's what they say. How long have you not been sleeping in the same bed?
Oh my God, years ever since he got married. I missed it.
That's sad.
I have
That's very
lots of-
sad. That's a bad relationship.
I have lots of
Let's come
stuff.
to my house. We'll fix the relationship. We'll get you sleeping together, talking.
I have stuff before bed that I talk about, Nadia. And I just like to jabber before bed. I like to jabber. I need him. I won't do it unless he's with me.
All right.
He needs you. That's very romantic and important. Very important to him.
Next time,
Even with the trunk rot, who are you going to find? He doesn't even care about this. It's disgusting, and he still wants you to sleep next to him. Ugh. So why don't we do this? We get on the plane.
tonight.
Okay.
And then this time, you're not giving me no bath.
It was not fine. No promise. We see what happens. What if you both take bath? We'll talk about it on the plane. You ready to go? Let's go.
Oh, I'll take a bath if you got them kind of squirt toys where we can
I
squirt
got
each
many
other.
squirt toys.
You got squirt toys
Plenty.
where we can squirt each other and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, like a little fish?
Right.
Oh, my
A
God.
little squirting fish.
Okay, I'm kind of into it.
All right.
Look,
So,
there's got to be manacles and there's no cushions. You got to sleep on the floor.
I mean, no, it sounds like you're on board. I think I'm going to hang back on this one.
No.
I don't think I'm going to go. I think you two should go. You should get whatever samples you need from him to solve my trunk rot. But I'm going to stay here and continue to run the show back here in the old United States.
But wait a minute, I'm kind of into the idea of the squirt toys in the tub.
I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like you want to go with her. It sounds like you think it would be fun to go play with squirt toys in a castle in some weird country somewhere.
House.
So
It's not weird.
I'm saying, Possum, feel free to go. Feel free to go with her.
He wants you to come.
I
This
need you
isn't
to come
about
with
me. This is about you.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to build together with you.
Now, why do I need to be there?
Because if you take baths together, then you start talking together, you start sleeping back in the same bed, and everything's better. Right? Then your
Yes.
trunk rot gets fixed. The relationship will not be very long after
Maybe
we get
his
there
trunk
anyway. If you
rot's
know what I'm
acting
saying.
up
It's not going
because
to be.
it's indicative of our relationship breaking down.
I have seen this animal wet, and I've seen the kinds of things that come off of him when
It's
he's
very,
wet.
very romantic.
And
Remember that, the good stuff. Build it back.
we are not married.
You don't judge.
I am not Possum's wife.
Not with that attitude.
I have a wife.
This is our breaking.
That's
It's,
I'm sorry.
I don't
Cousin.
know. Yeah, I'm
God.
sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's just like he doesn't value me.
No.
Anyway,
Not at all.
I've
I
seen
value
what comes off of the possum when he is wet. All right, and I do not want to get into a bathtub with him. Is all I'm saying.
You're falling apart like an old book.
Yeah.
I am falling apart.
You shouldn't talk with your trunk.
And I think maybe I should be put into like I don't know, some sort of cryogenic sleep
I can do that. I
for
have
a
that
little
at my
bit,
house.
and then you should do whatever you want to.
I have
the
that at my
possum.
house. What do we go? We see what we have. We have some toys there. What if we put two bathtubs together? Own bathtub, but same room. Just together. So bathing together, but separate. Then everyone wins.
Well, can I squirt him from my tub?
You sure can.
Come
I
on.
bet you could.
I don't
on.
really want to take a bath with you, Mr. Possum.
You can be in a separate tub, you dumbass. And then I can squirt you with my toy from my tub.
Okay.
Who cares?
All right.
And
All
then
right.
when she
All right.
takes my skin, you can
Okay.
put it directly on or whatever you're going to do with it. I guess, is this like a dark man kind of lab where you're going to make skin from stuff?
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got all right. So I guess if there's any chance of this sorting out my trunk rot issues, I suppose I'm on board.
Wonderful.
And especially if Mr. Possum is willing to be involved, since he's apparently such an important part of the procedure. Now I have to ask: does anybody in the chat have any questions for the good doctor here, for Dr. Nadia Klusvosky?
Just Dr. K.
Doctor.
Dr. K.
Doctor. Does anybody have any questions about what the hell is going on right now?
Nope, they get it.
Yeah, they get it. They understand it. Bustin' Nuts here. Toot, toot, Bustin' Nut. Smart idea, Doc. Bustin' Nut would like to see some double bath pics.
Nice. Yes.
So, yeah. So, I guess we're taking a little trip together. We're taking a little midsummer trip together, Mr. Possum.
Good.
I'll take lots of pictures.
Oh, you will take pictures?
Yes, very many pictures. Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Like,
Bust of Nut is
like-
one of my biggest fans for my
Bust of
pictures.
Nut?
Bust of Nut?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Let's go. We're ready. You
Uh,
can squirt your friend. I take pictures, and then we do procedure.
Okay. Just
You
a
ready?
little skin. No skin off my back, right, Dr. Nadia?
That's
Not
funny.
much at all. Not much at
That's
all.
funny. That's
much
funny,
at all.
Mr. Possum. All right, Dilius says, how long does Howl have? That's a question I kind of would like to know as well. Like, just looking at, or from the aroma of my trunk rot, maybe you can tell. Do you want to take a sniff of
Nope.
just the trunk
No,
here?
I can smell it from here.
Okay, and do you have any idea how long I have in terms of trunk rot before
Not very
before
long.
my nipples just compress down to be sort of
Not a long time. maybe.
crotch level?
We have to go.
Not long, huh?
We have to go right.
It's
after
that
show.
urgent?
Yeah, we have to get out of here right after show.
Right after show.
Yeah.
Right after show, we have to
We
go.
have to go.
And
They can't smell you, and from the watching, they can't smell it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very awful.
You want to hear a
you
joke?
must love a,
Wow,
you
I'm not-
must
I'm
love
not-
him a lot. Just
I-
to hear with this terrible.
I haven't heard that it was that bad.
It's-
The smell part of it.
Okay.
Nobody had told me that it was that bad. That seems kind of disturbing.
It's very bad. We should go now. Do you want to end show? Do you want to go now? How do you feel?
I don't know. I feel a little bit nervous. I feel a little bit apprehensive about this whole thing, honestly. Dilius is excited. Dilius is excited that I don't have very long to live.
That's his biggest fan.
Could you describe
That's not very
Could you
nice.
describe to me what exactly the procedure is that I'm getting on the plane to experience?
Okay, so it is like a plane. So you get in, you sit down, they come ask peanuts, they say, what kind of drink do you want? It's the pilot starts the plane up, they give you some safety things, and then you sit there, maybe there's a movie, maybe there's headphones.
All right, I think I
music.
maybe said the wrong thing here. What is the procedure once we get off the plane? What is the procedure for how you're going to fix my trunk rot using Mr. Possum's arm and back skin?
So first thing we're going to do is take the bath, okay? We're gonna leave you in the bath for a very maybe long time because
Yes.
you need bath very bad.
Yes.
Now, are you not worried, because I've heard that people with advanced trunk rot sitting in a bath can get a little bit of that ramen disease where we just sort of stretch completely out and all our various tendrils and things just sort of stretch out like ramen and we turn into a sort of soup in the bath. Now, are you not worried about that at all?
Not at all. I'm not worried about that at all.
You're not worried about it.
No.
Do you think it's going to happen?
No, sure, no. There's not this. Ramen.
Sure, no.
Nobody. I mean,
Now that doesn't sound like it's not going to happen.
how much longer do you want to stay talking about this? We could get it done. We could just go.
Well, if I'm going to turn into a little soggy batch of ramen noodles, I don't really want to hop into a bath. Is my point.
You already smell like flavor packet. We might as well just finish the deal.
All right, Mrs. Delia says, is trunk rot contagious? And I've answered that before on the show. No, it is not contagious. It's hereditary. Dilius says, like an STD. Let me just say, buddy, no, it's not. Mrs. Dilius says, like if my husband has trunk rot, can he give it to another person or possum asking for a friend? And the answer, of course, is no. It is hereditary.
Yeah. You would have this already with you being together so many years. You'd already have.
Once again, we are friends. That we
That's
are
important.
not
That's
not
the
married.
best way to be friends and lover. It's the best way. You guys are very smart to do it this way. This is the friends. It's the way it works. It's the way it works.
Your sort of weird delusion about the people you're talking to being married might lend itself more to you being like a marriage counselor than to being an evil mad scientist. Have you ever thought about getting into marriage counseling?
Sometimes I do think of that. Yeah, sometimes I do think, like, if I didn't hurt these people or kill them maybe and I kept them alive and they were happy, would things be different? I don't know.
Right. So
if I were that type of person, which I'm not either, I don't care. It's nobody or
hear
kill
that?
nobody. No. I say if I was that way, please stop twisting.
So
my
if you
words. Let's get on the
weren't,
plane.
if you weren't the kind of person that tricked people to get on your plane
'Cause I'm
and
not.
then take them back to your
If
castle and torture them to
If
death,
I had the castle and I tortured things to death, and maybe
Yeah.
sometimes I'd think, is there a better way? Is there a better life? Could I maybe help people be in love instead of kill and torture them? But that's something I would think about if I did those things.
I
which
understand
I don't.
that. I
Which I
understand
don't
that.
do those things. I don't know. It's just that
You do.
thinking out loud. Just how you say it in America. Funnin'. I'm just funnin'. Here.
that is what we say. We say funnin'. Can we get a funnin' going in the chat? All right. Well, SES Andrew says start off as friends, then do a bath stream. We should do a little stream together in the
We
bath.
can do that.
I think
Regardless
that'd
of
be
whether we go with this crazy old broad, I think we should.
Oh, what the hell? Let's just get
hop
on
in
the
the
plane.
bath.
I like it. I'd like to do a bath stream.
A bath stream seems fun. It does seem fun, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I'd squirt you, you squirt me.
Uh-huh.
Whee! But I don't want no soap in my tub. I want you to see everything. And I don't like to be clean.
Mm-hmm. You don't like to be clean.
No. Last time she tried to clean me, be all tender, and I said no, and I escaped.
I don't actually know.
I didn't.
At this point, I don't know if the evil Dr. Mastermind over here, Dr. Nadia Klusvosky, whatever, I don't know if she actually tortured. The narrative is falling apart for me because I don't know if she actually tortured you or if she just tried to give you a bath last time and you complained about it for 3 weeks.
She tried to give me a bath, and then I jumped out, and then she manacled me to my bed each night. And then every day she was going to try this bath again, and I said, no!
So it's like, she's a treacherous, evil doctor from a mad scientist country.
Yes.
Who comes over here just because she's obsessed with how dirty you are, and then she gets you to come back to her castle so she can clean you.
No.
I gotta love this story. I love the canon.
Who knows what macabre things she had for me in mind, but I know that the bath was not something I was going to do. She was talking about taking my blood. She wanted to watch my slow blood, all this kind of creepy talk.
Right.
I don't think that was me. If it was me, though, I'd say this. You're very dirty, and you.
It was definitely you. It was you without question.
I like to be stinky.
Without question, it was you.
It wasn't me.
The same name.
There are so many Nadia K's in my country. It's crazy. You can't.
No, what's your last name again?
Klusvosky.
Okay. Thanks
You
for
know how
helping.
Klusvosky?
Thanks for helping.
Oh my! It's like McCarthy in Boston. It's everywhere. You can't hold against that to me. It's everybody's in that name in that country.
I think. Why are you in love with me? Is my question.
Love is a strong.
That's
word.
a great question.
Because
that is a great
love
question.
is a very strong.
Because she was
is
going.
it love or is it lots of bourbon?
I
I'm a
think
little
she
bored.
just wants to clean you. I think she's just kind of a neat freak.
Well, here's the thing.
We were thinking she was going to torture you to death, but
She kept talking about torturing me and taking my blood and autopsying me and cutting me up and stuff. And she was very excited about looking at my blood. But then once I was there, it was just all about the bath.
What about
Yeah.
this torture for me when I come on show and I have to sit here and listen to this forever and ever before we get on plane? Do you think about that torture? Maybe it's for somebody? Or no? It's just all about you, maybe? Torture? I mean, you think about that. So when do we go to the plane? Because we have to go. We talked about this. We talked with our friends.
I
It's been a
forgot.
long time.
I forgot how impatient you get as you're trying to convince people to get on a plane with you to go get tortured.
No, to have bath is torture. Come on. We talked about this very fun bath stream with the friends, shoot things from each other's bathtub at each other.
You're not going to put no soap in my tub?
Is that euphemism?
Yes.
I told you I wouldn't try that again. It burned you, remember?
All right.
No, I won't do that again. You didn't like it.
Whoa, hold on. What happened?
Nothing.
Hush.
That wasn't-
What happened?
Hush.
What happened?
Nothing.
I need to know.
No.
Euphemism.
It's time for you to ask me about my
So-
yarn.
Wow, you guys are really trying to get past this, but it sounds to me like it sounds like to me like you guys are kissing in a tree.
No.
I don't
Huh?
think possum. I just want to.
Did you guys have a thing?
No.
That's not even legal.
It
Did
ain't.
you guys?
country or any
They had a thing.
I respect the law.
They had a thing. You can tell. You can tell from the way they're talking at each other. The way he's been freaking out all episode. Suddenly it all makes sense now. They definitely had a thing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He's such an old lady. You know?
He's your old lady. You should get it under control. It's ridiculous.
All right. Once again, we're not married. We're friends. We're both married to other people.
That's what you know what howdy means in my country.
What, howdy?
Howl. How you say? Howl. You know what it means in my country? It
My name is Howdy Dotty. And
means wife bitch.
what's that? What does it mean?
It means wife, bitch.
Wife bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't say that a lot around here. We don't say wife bitch.
No, we say
That's
the
what it
American
means.
word for it, which is
Howl.
howl.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We just say howl for short, but howl. Yeah. Howie is like wifey, like you say here.
Howl is
Howie is wifey. Howl is wife bitch. So let's go. Let's go to the plane.
Is this like a private plane or is this a commercial plane?
Which kind do you prefer? I can get either one. It was going to be commercial because private's very, very expensive. And I'm supposed to get experiments done, and then this stupid big animal keeps escaping from them. And my money is a little tight. Private plane is very expensive. I don't know if you know this now.
I feel like I've been manipulated into be part of your weird, role play thing. What? You guys clearly have some thing together. No, you guys clearly have some thing that's going on. And you're manipulating me to be a part of the weird, creepy role play of your strange sexual thing that you guys have going on.
No, it's that one.
Pretty gross.
He's just bored and he don't get no.
It's very jealous. I feel like it's very catty and
stop.
You guys are best friends now. I get it. You guys are friends. All right, so you guys are gonna get on the plane together. You're gonna go off. You're gonna take baths together.
You're gonna be there.
No, I'm not going.
Yes, you are.
Bustin' Nut says I'm with Hal. I can feel the tension. Bustin' Nut gets it. He understands. Yeah, it's clearly happening. You guys have a thing, and that's fine.
You have a thing, and it's called trunk rot, and it's eating you alive.
Yeah, but I'm not going to allow my disease, my affliction, to be used as some cute little aspect of your all's weird sex fling you've got going on.
It's not cute.
Oh yeah.
Your trunk rot, it's not.
I know, but I'm not going to allow it to be I'm not going to allow it to be the rot that greases your skids for your weird sex thing.
The rot that greases my skids? Did you just title my autobiography?
I did.
Goddamn, son.
Hey, Mr. Basso!
Oh, hey, Big Al.
I heard you had a run-in with some bugs this week.
Ooh, yeah, ticks to be specific.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like to eat ticks.
Uh-huh.
What's that? Oh, ticks. Okay.
Ticks,
Ticks.
Ticks, they suck blood from all sorts of mammals and snakes and turtles and stuff. And I hunt the ticks. I'm like the Blade, like they're vampires, but I'm like Blade.
Why don't we go to my house? I'll check her for ticks. And they jump around in the fur.
Great third voice dynamic for the yarn here.
Well, she's just trying to get me on that plane. I'm getting there, hon. I just gotta tell my joke. Yeah. You understand? I got to spin my yarn.
Yeah. We gotta get the yarn. We gotta get the yarn, and then you can take your lover back to Evil Stan or whatever it's called.
Just a second. It won't take me long. These things never take too long.
No, they never take too long. They always make sense.
So, like I said, I had some run-in with these ticks, and these ticks, they like to suck blood, don't they?
Yeah.
I said that. Did I say that?
You did say that.
And so they're kind of vampires, and I'm kind of like Blade. Did I say that?
I don't know if you said that or not.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm like Blade. I'm tight. They fear me. I eat a lot of ticks in the backyards of people's homes. I really do.
Yeah.
So they said, the king of the ticks came to me, and he said, Mr. Possum, we can't have you eating this like this. It's bad for business. It's bad for our life.
They do hate that. They hate that.
So they said, let me strike a deal with you. How about you quit eating us? And I said, where's the other end of the deal? You ever made a deal before, Mr. Tick? Shit. That ain't no deal. That's just a request. And he said, well, let me think here. He does some real thinking. Okay, he's thinking of a deal. You with me, Nadia?
Yeah, she's going to sniff your hat again, I think.
And he said, well, thank you. And he says, well, we ticks, we're pretty good with saving money. Out here in the yard, we've got a bunch of treasure chests filled with cold American cash.
There's tick treasure in the yard?
Yeah, it's tick treasure. There's tick treasure out there, Nadia. And I said, Mr. Tick, I ain't got no use for no tick treasure. I don't need worldly goods. I've got my dumpster that I live in. I've got my best friend. I'm trying to sneak into his house, sleep in his bed, and I've got my stuff. And he says, okay, sir. Well, I still want you to quit eating us. And I say, we'll keep digging for deals,
Yeah.
So he says, how's about I give you a job? How about I give you a tick job?
Okay.
I said, well, wrong approach. I don't need no job. I hate business. Hate the concept of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Me too.
Yeah.
No. Jobs are crap. They're awful.
You know.
Worst thing.
And especially working for a tick.
Oh yeah, working for the king of the ticks.
Are you kidding
That would be pretty rough.
I got a buddy that worked for a tick. Did I ever tell you that, Matt?
No. Who works for a tick?
Oh, Terry Travers worked for a tick.
Did he now?
Yeah.
How would that go?
Well, that son bitch, he's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
He's cheap as hell. You can't make no living working for a tick.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I said, try again. I'm out there. The sun's going down. I've been out there for a while, you know, treating with these ticks. And he says, well, Mr. Possum, how's about we make you the new king of the ticks?
That's actually a great, that's the first good idea they've had.
Yeah. I said, well,
You get to be king of the ticks.
So I sat down and I took out my pipe and I stuffed my pipe with tobacco because I said, I'm going to be here for a while to listen to this deal.
I know the feeling right now. I have that feeling.
And I pack my pipe and I pick out the stems and seeds and I get it packed really well
Stems and seeds, huh?
in
The
tobacco.
tobacco stems and seeds that
Yes.
were in there? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I smoked cattails.
Uh-huh.
So as I sat down and I got real comfortable, you know, like I do. I sit there,
Yeah.
got real comfy. Took off my shoes even. And he says, well, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We will suck the blood of your enemies. We would serve you. You pick out somebody, you point at them, we take their blood, they're yours. I
Wow.
said, well, shit.
That's cool. If you didn't take that deal, I want it.
Well, here's the thing, you know, it's like, when I eat a tick, I'm getting a little blood meal.
Mm-hmm.
I like blood meal.
Yeah.
And if I find a hutch of ticks, I eat as many ticks as I can, and I get a blood feast.
That's so fucking disgusting.
Well, they're full of blood.
That's
They're full of blood. You see, a tick will suck the blood from a mammal or an amphibian or a turtle. Or
I did not know how much you just eat little bags of blood.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
well-
what they are. So I ate little blood meals.
Gross.
So I gave it some thought, and I thought, well, shit, I could really get something done with that. But here's the thing, I don't want it because humans, whenever they talk about possums in a positive light, it's only, well, you gotta keep them around. You can't squash them with your tire because they eat the ticks in your backyard.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of the things that we're known for, other than playing dead and maybe fighting the occasional cobra.
Sure.
So, I said, well, Mr. Dick, I appreciate your consideration and your time and your thoughtfulness, frankly.
Frankly.
Yeah. And I said, well, I'm going to have to decline. And him and all the ticks gasped.
That's what they did.
Yes. And I said, well, I've got me a sure thing here. And he said, what do you mean you got a sure thing? And I said, well, I've got a meal ticket. I don't want to, throw things away on something else when I've got a sure thing. I got a meal ticket. Toot toot.
Toot toot.
How about that?
All right. Now, all right. So, ticket. It's ticks.
Yeah,
Ticket.
blood meal ticket.
Yeah. Blood meal ticket. I got you. All right.
I mean, I wouldn't change a thing.
All right, so you two are gonna go off to your little fantasy lair and have your little sub-dom relationship for a little while in this castle, like we've talked about. Possum, you're gonna take a bath, and it sounds like I'm gonna be.
Why is it sexual thing? Because I'm woman scientist. I
Yes.
just want to cut him. I just want to cut him open. I'm not going to do anything weird with him. It's always got to be because I've got boobs. So I want to have sex with the possum. No, you're both. I just want to.
When you
Let's
say
go.
cut me open, you just mean like a little incision
No,
for
that's
the
I'm
skin,
sorry.
right?
That's saying in my country. Cut you open, like make you laugh. How do you say it here? Maybe
Oh,
a different
cut
way.
me up.
Put you
Oh,
in stitches.
yeah.
How they say. Not like you think.
Okay, we could cut
Maybe we
up.
could go. We cut up. I
I
just want
just
to
wanna-
cut you up.
I
Okay.
would
I want
like
cut them
to,
up.
if I can defend myself a little bit here. I was getting a very creepy, like, sex vibe off of you too.
That's
and
called projection.
that's
'Cause
why.
you're not getting what you want from possum. We talked about this before.
Okay.
You
All
don't
right.
get what you want, then you think he's doing good with me. But you guys can be talking and bathing. We could be doing all this at my house, castle. We
Okay.
could be doing it all now, and you just keep wasting
Oh,
time.
so you admit
But
you have
that's
a
sort of-
castle now.
No, it's just on Castle Street.
Okay. I'm not his wife.
Not yet. Now with that attitude. Let's go make some things happen. Let's go talk. It's a romantic weekend. Like they do Poconos. Oh my God, it's very fun in the Poconos. You guys should come there with me sometime, but you can't. You're not going to make it. If you come sometime, they do lots of romantic things there.
I have a feeling you're going to be
Lots of
doing
possums
plenty
there.
of Poconos on my body.
Yep. All right, so the doctor here wants clearly there to be some kind of weirdo threesome. She wants to watch me and the possum have sex or something. It's like she's got some kind of weird, creepy, I don't know, fetish thing going on. That's apparently what's happening here.
I would love you so good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's everything now. It's just disgusting. The smell and everything now. Let's just go to plane and we just talk about it.
Yeah.
They have nice, movie on plane and
What movie they got on
there's
there?
garbage. You can go through the garbage.
Oh.
It's very good.
You can go through the garbage on the plane.
Yeah.
Mr. Possum.
Yeah, movie Major League. Very good movie.
Major League.
Very good movie.
They're showing old movies on planes
I
now.
like that.
Or is there a new Major League? Did they
There's a new
reboot
one.
Major
It's a
League?
Reboot. It's a
Really?
reboot with the same cast.
Who's with the same cast? So they got Charlie in there again. Wow.
Same cast.
I'm
Very
glad.
good.
I'm glad Charlie's getting a paycheck again.
Very good.
He's got that winning energy that we all love so much.
Did you, are you sure you got enough sweet toys for both of us?
Very many. Yes. Very toy. So many toys there. Very many.
Yeah, I'll bet you do have a lot of toys for us.
Do you
They're
have,
in your little sex castle.
I know.
Um,
It's not.
you have the kind of thing where it's like it's got a hole in it, right? And then you squeeze
It's
it
called a fleshlight.
and you put it in the water and then it sucks up water and now it's full of water. Now
Maybe
it's
when
full
I
of
was
fun.
25. Let's just go to the plane. We have some fun. We can figure this out later at my house. And we.
Oh,
we're
Delius,
getting-
thanks for the bits. And asks, is Howell taking Possum's last name, or how does this work? Well, Possum doesn't have a first or last name, so that's not really gonna that's not gonna factor into it.
That's true. Whoa, look at all
If-
that shit.
If anything even was going to happen in that direction, which it's not, because once again, I am married and I am a human man, and he is a big talking possum kept alive by dark magic.
You see limits like this way, and this way you don't break through these limits because you won't. He
Yeah.
doesn't work with you at all.
He's gonna die from trunk rot, no matter what I do.
I think I'm gonna die from trunk rot before this conversation ends.
We can hope.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like
okay.
he's like a soggy old book in a library that silverfish have been eating at for 30 years.
Well, I do feel like that.
Yeah.
I do feel like that.
This smells
I
like
feel literally
silverfish.
exactly like that every morning when I wake up. I feel like I've had silverfish eating me for 37 years.
Smells like salty silverfish.
Yes.
I agree.
I can see the silverfish just crawling around on him, eating his body.
Yeah. Well, it's part of the rot, and it's messed up for you to bring it up.
Yeah, it's messed up for you to
It happens.
bring it up.
It's part of the rot.
Well, I'm ready to get on this plane.
I'm very ready to go.
I would
All right.
actually like a nice tub. Not a bath. I ain't
right.
getting no soap. Just a
So
tub.
I'll drive you guys to the airport then, I guess, and you'll Dr. Nadia Klusvosky, you will I guess come back with the necessary skin fragments that you need to deal with my trunk rot.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, we've got this all sorted out. I don't know if Possum's ever coming back because it sounds like he's got a pretty sweet deal there with the squeaky toys in the tub over there.
Don't talk about it like that. I'll be back soon. I just gotta.
You got to go hang out with her for a little bit.
I gotta give.
Not very long.
I gotta give
Not
some
very long.
skin.
Thank you for all the flags in the chat. Quite a few flags flying. Those are Pride flags. Happy Pride Month, everybody. By the way,
very nice. The sport of you both.
Wait a second. I
very
mean,
supportive of
that
this.
is nice. I don't want to say that's not
Very
nice,
nice.
but it's not. It doesn't. I'm just saying it doesn't like directly.
But you
apply.
hurt him every time you say this. You know this, right? Every
Look
time
at
you
it.
distance.
Look
It
at him
does
walking.
not.
And you deny.
It does not apply.
You deny him. It's very hurtful to him.
There's nothing wrong with it, except there would be something wrong with it because he's an animal,
That's a compliment.
and that's
Let's bring
like
that back
not
into
that's
the relationship.
that's like a slippery slope kind of.
I bet.
Oh.
Don't you think
Oh,
that
boy.
he's an animal too? He
I
likes
want
to
to see
talk
both the
down.
animals, maybe.
He's
Have
an
some
animal.
fun after the bath before
All right.
the operation.
I'm not sure that anything that's happened here tonight is legal at all. So let's just shut the show down. Everybody, forget everything you've seen here tonight.
I'm definitely going to.
This was a dream. This was a fever dream. Right?
I'm gonna take that toy and I'm gonna squeeze it and spray the wall. You know.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably gonna fill it back up. And if you're not there, I guess I'll just squirt at the doorknob or something. I gotta squirt at something. It's fun.
Yeah, you'll
you should
squirt
be
it.
there for him to squirt at.
She'll be in the tub next to you.
No.
I might be filming something. I have to
She'll
document.
she'll be filming
Why don't we
something.
bring the magic back so he can
She's more
squirt
of
his
an-
toy at you?
She's
remember
more of
you
an
like that.
auteur.
Would you
right.
like to squirt your toy at him?
Yes.
Right.
You got like a
Maybe on his face or chest or
Yeah.
So you run like a webcam there out of your castle?
yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
It's a house.
So you're like
It's
a
house.
yeah. So you're like the kink.com people. You got like a little kink castle there.
It's not kink. It's just exploration.
Well,
It's incredible.
I think
Incredible.
I'm in.
I'm
think
excited.
I'm in.
I'm excited. So be sure to look forward to. We're going to probably try to host your stream on our channel of possum baths,
You've heard them say that before.
where he's just squirting
That's way
stuff. And I think that'll be fun for everybody. I am not involved in any way with anything going on with these two at all. But anyway. That's been the show. Thank you, Dr. Nadia Klusvosky.
Yes.
Um,
It's always very long to come. That's true.
Yeah, I will ask really quick. Do you find all your friends back there in that evil villain country that you live in?
It's very ignorant.
Do you find that they're also extremely impatient about having their plans come to light?
Do you mean would they like to be on the show and hear the story for 30 minutes about the ticks? I don't know. Maybe not.
I mean, I would be surprised if anybody did.
That was a short version.
Yeah, that was the short version.
That story
All right.
was a ticket. It sucked
Q
the
from
life out of me.
space is here. Toot toot. Q from space. All right. Mrs. Dilius says I can't live with this show ending for the night. Don't worry, Mrs. Dilius.
Well-
I'll be back next week. I'll be talking to you. I don't know about this guy, and I
Why wouldn't I be?
See how he just called you guy? He's getting it back.
He's
He's
getting,
getting it back. Yeah, he's feeling things. He's feeling things. No more animal. You're a guy now. We're fixing things.
I'm a guy now.
all right. You're a guy now.
You'll be
And
squirting the toy in his face
be
about
sure
that.
to tune in Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on this very stream for part 6 with Greg and Chris. And be sure to tune in Monday nights at 9 p.m. for The Order with myself, Hal Doughty. Tuesday nights, 6:30 p.m. for Gaming with Junkus. Junkus is back. Everybody's really happy, and everybody was really actually worried about him, even if they said jokingly that they weren't. And also, of course, every Wednesday night, your favorite show, Mrs. Dilius' favorite show, Big Hal and Possum, starring myself, Big Hal Doughty, and my buddy here,
The possum.
a humble country possum,
Yes.
who I'm not married to, and I don't
You don't deserve me.
and I don't want to take a bath with at all, even if it's for somebody's weird sex website that they run out of a Eastern Bloc country. So, and then we have this creepy weirdo back here, Dr. Nadia Klusvosky, who you run a porn site, I guess, is what we've gotten to, right?
I don't know where you're getting this from.
You don't have to
It's-
answer that.
No, it's not porn. It's just it's fun. It's two people having fun, and it's they should be able to get married. So please vote because that's not okay. It's not okay.
He just doesn't get it.
He wants to get it.
This
is the thing.
He's
It's
gonna get it.
communication.
He's gonna get it.
You give it to him, he'll change his tune. I'll tell you that.
Do
Yeah.
you have
I
a
bet.
Do you have a website where people can see your porn?
Oh my God.
There is a site called picturesofpossum.com. But this is not. It's not porn. Okay, it's very tasteful.
Picturesofpossum.com.
It's
So
very tasteful.
does some of
Not
this
of
taste?
you. Not of you. I've
Oh,
never met
good.
you before, so it's not of you in the bath.
It's not me.
No, I promise.
Sounds like when you earlier in the year when you were complaining about being manacled to a bed and having torture experiments done on you. Sounds like you were actually just shooting stuff for a little porno web series.
I don't have any recollection of that.
That
Well-
wasn't me. That wasn't me.
It's been a very interesting and revealing night in a lot of ways. Not in any way of the ways that the chat is saying about me. That's not true. But anyway, we love y'all, and this has been our show. Thank you to Dr. Nadia for being a strange guest, and thank you to Mr. Possum.
I'm happy to help. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hopefully next week I won't have any trunk rot, and there'll be a fresh crop of weird sex pics of the possum online.
Well, we'll see. Give me my good night kiss, you son bitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, toot.
Good night.
Toot toot, everybody.
Toot, toot.
Good night. Big howlin' possum.
Toot toot.